Hi everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel. So I got a really awesome response from the video that I put out a few weeks ago for boosting your sales within eBay. And there was a lot of requests for me to go a lot more in depth about the listing refreshing. So that's what we're gonna do right now. But before we get into that, make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you like videos like this. That way I know it. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Now let's talk about this little thing called refreshing our eBay listings. So for a while, it was going around on social media that you as an eBay seller could actually call eBay and have a rep refresh your store. There was a lot of mixed reviews about this. There was a lot of people who would call eBay reps and either an eBay rep would tell them that no such thing actually exists, or that they can't do it, or that they were willing to do it and then it actually worked, and then when somebody called back, all of a sudden the new eBay rep that they got had no idea what they were talking about. It was pretty controversial because people were being told so many things, which that never happens. eBay's so consistent with what they tell us, right? Yeah, okay. So when I started hearing about this whole store refresh, listing refresh thing in eBay, I started doing some digging around and I started talking to some people. When I was at eBay Open, I called and I talked to some concierge reps, and I came to determine that when you are asking eBay to refresh your store or refresh your listings, all the representatives are actually doing is just basically bulk editing your items. Which when you first hear that, it starts to sound a little bit depressing. Like, well, that's all they're doing for me? There's not like some special button that they're hitting? Well, no, there's not some special button, but that means that you could do it yourself. Hello, not having to call eBay to do something for you, always a win. So this bulk refresh is as simple as going into your active items in eBay, basically marking all of them with the checkbox, opening your bulk editor, not changing anything, but submitting them. It does something within the eBay algorithm that kind of brings your items up a little bit more in search because it tells the eBay algorithm that you have changed something in your listings, but in all actuality, you have not changed anything in your listings. All you did was enter them into the bulk editor and submit them without doing anything else. But it's this simple act that gives you an SEO boost. It helps refresh your listings, which can drive some traffic to your store where you might have been hearing crickets. How often should I do it? And this is completely up to you. It's however much effort you're wanting to put into your store. You can do it once a day, twice a day, once a week. It's completely up to you. However, I have heard people say that doing it every 2 to 3 days is a really good number. There have been some mixed reviews with the frequency of doing this because there have been people that are worried about bulk editing their items and having some sort of an eBay glitch happen and then possibly losing photos or having some information within the listing vanish. So people were a little bit hesitant to refresh their stuff too often just because they were worried about eBay somehow glitching out and then having a bigger problem on their hands. But you could do it as often as once a day. I've heard of people going as wild and crazy as doing multiple times a day. Do know that the people that are a little bit more familiar with eBay, they know how to use the bulk editor. They use it pretty much every time they edit anything. But then people that are a little bit newer with eBay, maybe the bulk editor is just a little bit intimidating. They don't really understand how to use it. They're worried about messing something up. So for those individuals who might not be exactly sure how to use the bulk editor to refresh your items, we're going to go over to my computer and I will demonstrate for you exactly how to do that refresh completely, accurately, and with hopefully no mistakes. So we're gonna go over there right now. Okay, so here we are in my active items. And so what we're going to do, There's a couple of different ways that you can bulk edit. You can either come over here and click the boxes of the few items that you want to do individually, or you can select this little top button here and then it will select everything that's on the page, or you can say edit listings 1 to 500. It does them in 500 increments. So however many listings you have, you can bulk them in groups of 500. I prefer not to do more than 200, which I have 200 selected now. I have 200 on the page and I have all of them selected. So what you're going to do is you're going to have all of them clicked. You'll come over here to edit selected. Wait for the bulk editor to pull up. And now from here, if you wanted to change something, you could. But just to demonstrate refreshing, we're not going to change anything. We are just going to click this little box up here, the very top one, so that all of the boxes are check marked. And we are simply going to click Submit Changes. And we're going to say Confirm and Submit. And that is all. Okay. So now we have just successfully refreshed those 200 items. Now you could, if you chose, you could either raise the price or lower the price if you wanted to. However, do keep in mind the new Markdown Manager rule that if you alter your price, you cannot put it on markdown for the first 14 days of that price. So keep that in mind if you want to change your prices at all. You can bulk edit it to change the handling time. You could go in and you could change some titles if you wanted to. But as a general rule, that is all refreshing is. It is simply clicking the button, hitting submit, and that's it. I just refreshed. And so you could go through your entire store and you could bulk edit however many items at a time you wanted. If you wanted to just do 5 at a time, you could do that, 10 at a time, 25 at a time, 100 at a time. It completely depends on you, because down here you can select whether or not you want 200, 100, 50, 25, and so on. But that's how you do it. It's as easy as that. Right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and videos like it, please give me a thumbs up so that I know. Do not forget to check the video description for useful links. Drop all comments and questions down in the comments below. And if you have not yet subscribed to me, I hope you will. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.